So finally, I've had the opportunity to listen to the 18-minute long interview of the president-elect of the Jamaica Teachers Association, conducted by Mr. Hughes and his co-interrogator, who are both befuddled and clearly thrown into a state of dis-ease by the fact of the president of the Jamaica Teachers Association refusing to sign an offer that the delegates voted to accept. They cannot even fathom how this kind of abhorrence could have been allowed. They are grossly disappointed. And in my opinion, they chose to use their public platform as a medium to superimpose their disappointment on the public.
And I'm sure we're thinking Jamaicans must be in a tizzy now trying to figure out what really happened.
No, sir. Tizzy is a stretch. Because me sure you and John Public know exactly what transpired in that room. It is symbolic language, much like the writing on the wall in the Bible. Many tekel of parsin. And you must agree with me that we do not need a second Daniel for an interpretation. The self-acclaimed kings of the kingdom of the JPA, the Jamaica Principals Association, will fall.
I cannot speak on behalf of the president.
This indeed was an interview laced with irony. It is interesting to me, Mr. President-elect, that you cannot speak on behalf of the president, one person, but you can resoundingly speak with authority for over 20,000 teachers to the extent that you could sign, "Yes, sir, we accept."
I'm going to ask you to speak on your own behalf. Do you feel
Mr. Interrogator, one has to be very cautious when asking a JTA bigwig about how they feel. They have the tendency to have induced verbally stimulated gastrointestinal issues. Mine him tell you say you're sick in stomach.
I'm not sure if abandoned is the word.
Sir, abandoned is definitely the word. Let me use it in a sentence for you. The Jamaica Teachers Association has abandoned well over 20,000 teachers in Jamaica. Full stop.
You know, there are questions.
Sir, you speak as somebody who is under the anointing. You've made a decision to preach to the choir. When it comes down to the JTA, I'm if I tell you, there are questions.
The association this evening is embarrassed and frankly, it is the object of ridicule that this woman has abandoned the 25,000 members of her association and she decides to quit on you all. Can she credibly continue as JTA president?
Am I the only one who is picking up an air of cynicism, condescension, disdain, or contempt? There is no doubt in my mind that the powers that be have sharpened their fangs and are getting ready to evict her with immediate effect. I mean, on the one hand, I would want to say don't bully her out of the position. But then on the other hand, if you think about the Jamaica Teachers Association and how them operate, then the truth of the matter is that we may be very accurate if we say the people who install can also uninstall because of them have the manual, right?
Were you advised beforehand that you'd be the one that would have to sign, or was the bomb dropped on you in the middle of the meeting?
Talk about a crafty use of idioms and an effective use of symbolism. The bomb, the actual bomb to me, or when we find out after the fact, say the difference between rejecting and accepting is a mere 76 Jamaican dollar a day. Me blouse and skirt. What you say? If that is not a bomb, I don't know what is.
What was responsible for the massive turnaround in the decision of your delegates to vote to accept?
Let me tell you, so when it comes on to the JTA, there are questions. I was very curious to find out as well. So tell me something, Mr. Signer, of these pertinent documents to accept this your offer.
Coming out of the special conference last Wednesday, the delegates gave the team a mandate. The district association polled their members.
This interview is riddled with accurate expressions. The district association polled, let me tell you something, for years, the teachers of Jamaica have been polled by the Jamaica Teachers Association. You know, poll them till you're not tired. You no pull them from front, you no pull them sideways, you no pull them from back, you no turn them upside down and pull, a peer pull, you no pull them. I'm pretty sure, I do not have all the details, but at this point I am sure that when you signed to accept, they were pulled once again.
There have been accusations that the posture of the JTA may be politically motivated, label that is being placed on it. I'm not suggesting that the JTA is.
The Jamaica Teachers Association is a non-partisan organization. In terms of political interference,
Mr. President-elect, what a way you fight tooth and nail for disassociate the Jamaica Teachers Association with the People's National Party. Careful, you know. But at the same time, Mr. Hughes, I'm picking up from your laughter somewhat of a subliminal mock. Is Nationwide Radio an affiliate of the Jamaica Labour Party? The laughter does come across as somewhat passive-aggressive, almost like an opposing type of, I have more than a mouthful to rebut, but I'll reserve my comments at this time kind of thing.
There's work to be done to repair the image of the Jamaica Teachers Association.
A repair to fix the image is not what's warranted at this time. A complete overhaul, a restructuring is what's necessary so that the teachers of Jamaica can have true representation. The irony, Mr. President-elect, is that the same reservation and reluctance with which you approach answering the questions when they started grilling you in that clip, I imagine is only a fraction of the reservation that the president had when she made the decision that she was going to have you sign on her behalf. What could have propelled her to make a decision to abstain from something that has the potential to be so deleterious to her reputation as president of the JTA? Ladies and gentlemen, this interview was giving intimidation, political correctness, hypocrisy. It was giving fluff. It behooves you to call a spade a spade. We're not going to do that. We're not going to go through the whole formal protocol of a radio interview. One side is utterly flabbergasted and the next side is a go twip. I maintain that one nearly clocked me out of the chair and when me hear say is a measly $76 a day. And really that? Say God no? No, I forgot to tell me in the comments because I don't know. Me done.